Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the final episode of the Madeira career mode in FIFA 16. And I have to start off by saying, what a season it's been. Before we play these last two games, I just got to say, what a season it's been. As you can see, we are currently lying in fourth position. That, I've looked it up, that wouldn't be good enough for Champions League football, but we are guaranteed Europa League football. That's the minimum we're going to get from this season, which I think is an absolutely brilliant achievement for the first season. But if we can win these last two games, and Benfica fail to win one of theirs, we'll take third and we will be going into, I think, the Champions League qualifying maybe, but definitely be competing for that Champions League group stage, and I mean that'll be even more amazing. We're going to get into this one against Boavista. We drew against them before, just for reference. We drew against them 1-1 away from home. I believe they took the lead in that one, and then we equalised. So it's going to be another difficult game. They haven't had the best of seasons, but we're going to have to perform our best to get the 3 points here. And here we go. It is the final home league game of the season at the Centro Desportivo de Madeira. We entertain Boavista, the former Portuguese champions. I've been looking it up, been looking up some facts. And Boavista won the league, I think it's 2001-2. And it's only them and Belenenses that have won the Portuguese league, other than that big three. Those three teams above us, Porto, Sporting and Benfica, they're the main three that have won it, you know, countless times. But Boavista did do it back in 01-02. They're not quite they're not as good as they were those days. They're sitting sort of lower mid-table right now, and therefore technically we are the favourites, so they're probably going to come here and look to get a point again, like other teams have done this season. It's another wet day in Madeira. It often seems to be raining in Madeira. As you can see, it's the same team as last time, as far as I'm aware, rocking this new 4-4-2 formation, which seemed to work for us when we changed for it from the 4-2-3-1 before. Having that Martins-Clark-Harris combination, you know, a bit of link-up play is good. There is the Boavista team. Their top scorer is Ruben Ribeiro, playing in the cam role. They've also got Sampio, who was scouting at centre-back. And our referee for this one, there he is, laying the ball down, Arquibaldo Bombal. And who's going to get us one away? It's going to be Madeira to kick this one off. The final game at home. It's been a great season. The fans, doesn't matter what happens today, but the fans will be delighted. They will be cheering these players off, I'm sure, at the end of the game, no matter what the score is. Hopefully, though, we can reward them with another win. It'd be a great way to finish what's been a great season with a home win here in Portugal. And Benfica are taking the lead. That's not what we wanted to see. We've got to respond ourselves now then and get a goal. And Milton could be going about it the right way. Power it. It's a good save from the keeper. First clear-cut chance for Madeira comes from Milton, but it's a very good save from Mika. Tomei will whip it in. Chance for Kusunga. I don't think we've actually scored a headed goal from a corner all season. We did score that one from a free kick thanks to Tom Hay, but that's been it, I think. Johnson Clark-Harris, he initially did well. Vitor Gomez can hit them, does hit it, but it's blocked and cleared away. Again, they're working it around nicely, and it's the first shot of the afternoon for Boavista, but pretty far over the bar from who that was, Covellino, I think it said. Yeah, no trouble for Godino there. Godino with the goal kick. Clark-Harris can't get the flick on, and there goes the half-time whistle. It's been pretty dull. To be fair, it's been yeah, a little bit flat here in the rain. A couple of half chances, and Milton probably had the best one early on, but Not great at all. Madeira 0, Boavista 0 at half time. Here we go, second half. It can only get better after that first one. Well done, Martins. Better. Oh my god, it was... oh, it was nearly deflected in. It's the best bit of football we've worked. We just changed the formation. It nearly worked straight away. Oh, it's a crucial block actually in the end. Ruben Ribeiro, their danger man's going off. Tomé with the ball. Better ball. Gomez, no. Oh, go on. Ah, we didn't get a shot off there. Oh no, now they're on the break. Come on, Kisley, be strong. Oh, he is strong. Oh, well done, Kisley. It's out to Milton. He's dancing through players. And Milton brought down. Surely that's a penalty. It is a penalty. 89th minute. Is it a penalty? Yes, it is a penalty. And Milton is brought down literally with a minute to go. Clark Harris is going off, as is Tom Hay. This is absolutely crucial. Oh, who are we going to get to take this? Will Keane is the best, but he hasn't scored in a long time. We'll give it to him. Will Keane. Off the bench. And scores! And Madeira are still fighting for Champions League football, and it's Will Keane off the bench. He has seen so little action recently, but he has come off and given us the goal we needed. Oh, the keeper, why didn't he stick a hand out? It's in, it's in. Will Keane has come off the bench. It's literally his first touch of the ball, and he has probably won us this game. I don't think we really deserve it, to be honest. Boavista have defended so well, but Will Keane has grabbed that goal. It's his 9th in La Liga NOS. Oh my god. Right, get out of... Alright, go ultra defend. Have they even got time to go for it? Oh, I've got an attacking formation as well, just real. That's it. They haven't got time for it, it's fine. Unbelievable. Literally the last kick of the game, and Will Keane has won it. Wow. Wow. That's brilliant. Very proud of these boys. They have finished the home season, their home games with a win. It's the narrowest of wins though. It's finished Madeira 1, Boavista 0. I'm actually going to give it to the man that does have the highest rating, and that's our captain Kasunga. I thought he played pretty well today. Obviously we had to keep a clean sheet to win that one. He often doesn't get the credit he deserves, and I think he did have a good game again, the captain. Yeah, it's going to go to Kasunga for this one. I'm going to give second, even though he hasn't got a great rating on there, to Kisley. He did very well. He's tall, he's physical, and I thought he did well to win the ball back at times there, and I think he made a difference. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to be revealing these, am I? I wasn't going to reveal them so that I could then do the player of the season. Oh, well, I've started, so I'll finish. So Kasunga, Kisley, and I'm going to give the other one to Milton because he won us the penalty. Perhaps not his best game, but he did make the run and got us the penalty, which ultimately got us 3 points. Late show for Madeira is the news item. A controversial last gasp winner. I don't think there's anything controversial about that penalty. Stonewall for me. Before we advance through, we'll just have a little quick look at this. We'll just have a look at this table. The Liga NOS looks like this going into the final set of fixtures. Sporting Lisbon won their game and they have gone top on 74 points. They are now 2 points clear of Porto. That could be a crucial. It could be crucial going into that final game. So obviously they'll be fighting it out on the final day, and the other ones that will be fighting out on the final day is Benfica and Madeira for that third spot, that Champions League football. If we win and they lose or draw, we've got it. Now, due to issues with the PS4 and the streaming I was doing at the time, unfortunately the next game is going to be post-commentary against Maritimo in the final game of the season, which is an away trip as well, against our cross-island rivals. Real changes. The stream went wrong, as it did for the previous one. There should have been an episode in between 8 here and 9. This should be technically number 10, which was where we won 2 games and drew 1. And yeah, I lost the coverage of that, unfortunately, which is really annoying. But yeah, having to add in some post-commentary here for the game against Maritimo that I did actually quite at the time, but yeah, lost it. So it's post-commentary for this bit. But yeah, we came into this game knowing that a win and anything less than that for Benfica would give us that third spot and that chance at Champions League football. And there's the Maritimo lineup. Diawara, a name that I know and is dangerous. Was going to be dangerous to us. The Madeira lineup is the same team that won against Boavista, rocking the same 4-4-2 as well, with Castillo on the left wing still instead of Diaz. There's Vitor Gomez, who's been a pivotal figure all season. Guilherme Santoso was the referee for this one, and it was our rivals Maritimo that got things underway at the Stadion Madeira for this final game of the season. And it didn't take us too long to settle in the game. Elio Martins hunting the ball down well there, linking up with Johnson Clark-Harris, finding it, and somehow it squirmed under the keeper, and Madeira had a lead after just 11 minutes. It was Martin's hard work that got in the ball in the first place. Linked out really well with the man on loan from Rotherham, and he was aiming for that bottom corner. The keeper got a hand to it, but not enough. I don't know how it deflected that way, but somehow it ended up in the back of the net. Elio Martins didn't care. He was celebrating the first of the afternoon for Madeira. And for Martins, it was his 5th goal of the season. A season where he's been certainly out of the team for the sort of the middle part. After that goal, though, we did struggle a bit, and Maritimo got away after a mistake from Paulinho. Diawara down the wing, feeding it inside, but they messed up the ball back in, and Ferreira was able to clear it. But they kept coming forward, and they kept causing us problems in that first half after going behind. Some lovely link-up play here before that shot at the end of it. A fairly routine catch for Godinho. But still approaching half-time, Maritimo were the team on top, and they were finding the space and testing Godinho. That probably one of the better saves he had to make that afternoon. And Kisley was able to get it away that time from the corner. And then on the stroke of half-time, it was another attack for us with Clark-Harris linking up with Milton. He found his way into the box, and Clark-Harris had all the time and space to make it 2-0 on the stroke of half-time. And although we had been dominated since the first goal, it was a Milton's pace down the wing that caused the problems. And Clark-Harris, they just got back on the line, and they couldn't quite keep Clark-Harris from scoring. He did sort of hit it straight at them, but again squirmed on the keeper. He didn't have the best game, bless him. And Johnson Clark-Harris profited because of that. And that was his 3rd goal of his loan spell after he joined in January. And Maritimo fairly shocked at this point to be 2 goals down, considering the way they'd played which hadn't really been too bad. And that was half-time. The last kick of the half was Johnson Clark-Harris making it 2-0. There he is. One shot, one goal. Ruthless efficiency from the on-loan striker. And then further bad news at this point because the coverage that I saved, the footage that I saved here, which is why it's in HD. I didn't get all of the second half, so we joined it in the 75th minute here with an attack from Madeira, but we missed the other 3 goals. It was Tom Hay and Johnson Clark-Harris which made it 4-0 for us before Maritimo got a consolation back in about the 70th minute, I think. We had another chance here with Breitner closing it down off the bench, nearly getting on the score sheet himself. Maritimo able to clear that time, but they were so poor in the second half that all confidence had gone. We'd made it 4-0, they'd got the consolation, but still, it was just, we were totally dominant, really. And Milton finding Martins, he pulled an amazing save out the keeper. He hadn't had a great afternoon, but that one was definitely one to remember. Brilliant save down to the bottom there. But that was it. That was it for this final game of the season. A 4-1 victory, putting all the pressure on Benfica in their game, meaning they had to have won if they were to keep third place. The Madeira fans absolutely delighted with the effort and the scoreline, to be fair. An absolutely terrific win. 2 goals, as you can see, for Johnson Clark-Harris. I wasn't making it up. He did get 2 of the games and obviously got the man of the match. I don't actually have the sheet by me for who got the other 2 votes, but Johnson Clark-Harris picked up the 3 points for this one. I think it might have been Milton and maybe Martins. But sadly, Benfica did get the win they needed. They beat Tondela by 1-0, and we will see the table in a minute, obviously. Benfica had to slip up if we were to take that third spot from them, and as you can see, they didn't. They beat Tondela, and they held on to third spot. Madeira finishing on 67 points, way clear of Estrela Pereira in 5th, which means that it's Europa League next season, which is still a great achievement. To finish 10 points off the winners is brilliant stuff. As you can see, 500,000 for the season, and just a note on an injury Kisley suffered during the game. With that money, we decided to invest in some scouts. We went here for Raul Azevedo, the Portuguese scout, to come in and help find us some new young talent, because we are seriously lacking in players. We sent them away. Carlos Patero's been with us for a while now. We sent him off to Spain for 3 months. Then Raul Azevedo, our new scout, we decided to send him off to France again for 3 months. And finally, the French one, who we probably should have sent off to France, we sent him off to Italy again for 3 months. He's got slightly better judgment, so hopefully he can find us a star out in Italy. I just wanted to take a quick look and go through the top scorers in the division. Brahimi of Porto, who finished second in the end. They got the top scorer, 18 goals. Mitroglou of Benfica, who beat us to that Champions League spot, with 16. Gutierrez and Slimani, the new Leicester signing, also on 16. Andrea Ribeiro up there, who plays for Boavista. Diawara, who I said was a danger, with 13. Sort of the names that you would know within the Portuguese league did dominate in terms of scoring. Further down the list, Will Keane finished on 9 for the season after joining us on loan from Manchester United, and of course scored that crucial one against Boavista. Moving on to the assists, Brian Ruiz, the ex-Fulham man, was joint top assister with Agra and Dorado of Nacional and Guimarães. Sheyu doing well, getting 7, finishing up in 7th. Further down the list, Breitner and Lima both had 4 assists and did very well. In terms of clean sheets, though, that's where we were the best. Godino beating Casillas, beating Cesar, beating Patricio. He was amazing throughout the season, and 16 clean sheets from him. across those 34 games was brilliant, and because of that he got the player of the competition, the best player in the Liga NOS for that season, as well as the goalkeeper of the Liga NOS, the best goalkeeper. So brilliant stuff from him. Also with that money we decided to offer Elio Martins a contract. It was expiring within 2 months. We didn't quite have enough by that stage because of the scouts to offer him the £6,000 that he wanted, but we offered him the 5,498, the maximum that we could. And then once we advanced, we realised that we also had to pay up for Johnson Clark Harris, stretching our tiny budget even further. And we decided to confirm it. I was happy with what he'd done. This stage, obviously, Martins hadn't agreed to his contract, so we did still have the money. So we were able to offer the 4,150 you got. I sort of just thought, oh, we'll see what happens. If we haven't got enough money, then, maybe Martins misses out and we take Johnson Clark Harris instead because he's younger and, better future. Offered him the 4 years and an important first team player. And then we advanced through, got the emails. Elio Martins accepted, which was great. But unfortunately, Johnson Clark Harris, Rotherham decided, no, we're not going to let him join you. He didn't have a great time with us, but, they obviously felt like they wanted to keep him on. But that is it for this first season. We will be advancing through and, maybe doing a little bit of Season 2 before FIFA 17 comes out. We're going to be doing more Road to Glories and stuff. But yeah, shame we had to finish with a little bit of post-commentary here rather than the live stream. But yeah, don't forget to follow the channel here on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Tim27. But for now, it's Tim27 out.